Welcome to your weekend focus for November the 9th and 10th, 2019. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. Sun is in Scorpio, Moon is in Aries for I think the majority of the weekend. I think as evening comes upon us on Sunday, the Moon will move into Taurus. But for the weekend, we have an Aries Moon, which is very ambitious and energetic. Numerology for the weekend is a 5 for the Saturday, 6 for Sunday. So meditation, going for small trips are highly favored. Also doing things with our routine, changing our routine, analyzing our routines. Health and fitness would be another thing that we should look at. Our relationships. There's a lot of strong energy to move our relationships in the right way. Through the November monthlies, the majority of you had open communication as part of it. So chances are, the more you are keeping the communication open and keeping it moving and keeping it present, the more chance you have to grow those relationships deeper, stronger. We have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords comes out first and foremost to say, aha, to have that revelation, to, just seemingly out of nowhere, you get this idea or this aha moment or this epiphany. So pay attention to your dreams, waking and sleeping. Pay attention to the things that come to you on your path. Take time to maybe refocus on the plan of action, and something might just all of a sudden just ignite your mind into a whole new path or a different way of approaching it. We have the Justice card. Cut away what no longer belongs in your life or in the plan. I keep getting in the plan. So we're really looking at our path, I think, this weekend and how we are moving forward. So, and you could be looking at your path in many different aspects of your life. You could be looking at it career-wise, service to the community, your health and well-being, your daily routines, your habits, your behaviors, your relationships, lovers and platonic, your spirituality, and understanding what no longer belongs in a part of your life and what needs to come into your life, and setting some goals. Because we have the Ace of Swords leading the way, saying that we will see the new beginnings, the new starts, the new steps we can take. Walk with integrity. Act with integrity. Speak with integrity. Stay grounded. Give it 110% of yourself. What can I do at this moment? The Six of Pentacles. A lot about balance here, and maybe balance between friendships. It could be balance between work and play. It could be balance on what you give out and what comes back in return. I think this has a lot to do with friendships, and it is a 6, and we're going to have the 6 energy on the Sunday. So it's a very strong energy to look at our routines, our day-to-day, to see where we can improve, to see how we can take time or energy or finances in one area of our life and apply them to another, to grow in our success, to take those steps. growing relationships, clearing the air in some relationships, moving forward in some relationships, moving away from some relationships. We have the Hermit, strong energy, yeah? The Hermit is asking us to maybe reflect just a little bit on our past so we can understand how we want to unfold our future. The most important thing is to ground yourself in the present. To say, this is where I am, this is what I have to work with. How do I move forward with these things? I think taking some time to reminisce this weekend, looking backwards, understanding our steps that we have taken up to this point, will give us a really clear indication of how we can further our steps forward for success in our life, or success in the relationship, or certain environments. Last card is the Eight of Pentacles. In this deck, we're looking at the pentacles that we've already made. We're admiring them. We're patting ourselves on the back, and we should do that for all of the things that we have accomplished to this point. The many things. But this is also a card for getting determined to work hard and raising the bar on yourself for a better tomorrow. Now, the Aries moon will help us be able to, do some of those little tiny projects to really move us forward, or those little baby steps, okay? You don't want to take on like a long-term project so much with an Aries moon. You don't really want to step into something that's going to take 3 months to really evolve. There's other moons to do that. But this is a good one to say, this is what I want down the road, so this is what I'm going to do today. So maybe you want to redecorate a room. Okay, so yeah, you don't have time to wash down the walls and the ceiling and paint them, but you can go and get the paint that you're going to put on the walls, and you can go and get the new curtains that are going to match. Maybe you can look at some furniture that will go well within the room and kind of earmark some prices and do a little bit of value shopping for yourself, to think about where you want to spend the money and on what. So there's a lot of little things we can do for those bigger goals. So that's where we want to use the Aries moon. We want to use the Aries moon to pick out the curtains. We want to, because we can do it, and we can be done fast, and we can hang them up, and we can see an improvement already. Even if it doesn't match the walls, because we've got to paint those. And if you have the weekend to paint, then it's a beautiful energy to do something like that. If you already have the paint and just go and do it, sure, absolutely. But you don't want to think, oh, and I'm going to put up the trim, and I'm going to do this molding, and I'm going to hang mirrors over here, and I'm going to lay wall-to-wall carpeting, or I'm going to put in hardwood floors, and and I'm going to have this all done really fast, because you won't, because the Aries moon will move you into something different and something different and something different. And you'll have a bunch of half-finished jobs in your wake. So you want to be able to really constructively look at where can you put the most focus and most attention into small little steps that's going to actually move you towards the bigger steps down the road. So let's get our well-being cards by Esther. The Teachings of Abraham. Esther and Jerry Hicks. Our card today is, I choose my unique path to joy. So it really is a weekend about choosing your path to joy, to happiness, to balance, to love. I choose my unique path to joy. No one can create in your experience, for no one can control where you direct your thought. On the path to your happiness, you will discover all you want to be, do, or have. So no one can create in your experience. It's your experience alone. So you get to make the decisions. You get to be the emperor. You get to be the empress, the emperor. To forge out that path that you want to walk towards success, towards happiness, towards joy, peace of mind. No one can control where you direct your thought. A lot of people may have their opinions, and sometimes it's good to listen to other people's opinions because it might spark even more excitement in your mind. But at the end of the day, it's your choice whether or not you listen. And some of them will have great advice and others not so great. So that's when you tap into your sage wisdom. That's when you tap into your intuition. That's when you turn to yourself, your inner soul, to do what's right for you and you alone in your path forward. I choose my unique path to joy. It doesn't have to resemble anybody else's. Actually, if it does, it's probably wrong. You're too unique for that. It could be similar, but it's not the same. And we'll get out our animals here. And we have today, look at this, new beginnings. This card, the Robin, has been popping up. New beginnings. I wish right now, I just got goosebumps thinking about outside and the snow. Blech. Actually, it's very pretty, you know. We all sit there and we moan and groan about the snow, and it's so cold, and who can't go out and do anything. And we have 3,000 reasons to hate the snow. But you know what? If you just stop for a moment and watch it fall slowly from the sky and just flutter down to the ground and slowly cover the ground with this whiteness, with this cleanness, with this, it hides all the dead grass and the barren tree branches. It hides the little pieces of litter that people have thrown. And for a moment, we have this blanket of white that it looks like you can create anything new. And we're talking about new beginnings with the Robin. So here we go. Cleansing, newness, grateful, promise, and new birth. You cannot climb a mountain if you will not risk a fall. So it's about taking a chance on yourself, about forging that path step by step in your own unique way towards your own joy and happiness. Robin tells you it's time to pull yourself from the sludge of the past. Wipe yourself clean. Mend the wounds and scratches that occurred through the journey. Your angels and guides will be on hand to help. It's a great day to offer your gratitude for what you have, and knowing that you won't be let down if you ask for something, if you believe that it's going to arrive, if you expect the changes to occur in your life. Yes, there isn't everything happens for a reason thinking, even during painful experiences, but loss always evolves into a gain of some kind. Have you ever experienced a passing, only to hear of an announcement of a pregnancy or a birth? Broken up with someone to start dating someone so much more compatible for you, you wondered what you saw in the past person. Death of situations always involves into the promise of birth and new beginnings, if you can see through the clouds of despair. Emotion is truly energy in motion, and since everything is energy, money, love, work, etc., the universe feels the vibration changing in your thoughts, and it can change it into wonderful things if you allow it to do so. Robins always come back to the same place each springtime. It's nature's way. Robin may be telling you that you need to review your childhood to see what you may have stored away deep within your soul, to see if there is forgiveness that needs to take place, or maybe you need to look up an old childhood friend. So lots of things that we can do, but it's really about the new beginnings and really envisioning your new beginnings, your new path, your new success. To really see it and step into it and feel the emotion and manifest it in your life. And how do you manifest it? Well, you can say it out loud and have your angels and spirits and God all listening. You can work towards it. And don't worry, because your angels, your guides, God, has all heard you. They'll make it happen. They'll see the effort. They'll see how much you want it. And so what can you do today to show that you do want it? To give it your all. To give it your 110%. And it's only baby steps. So don't worry about these big grand gestures. Don't worry. There'll be time for big grand gestures. Right now, we just want to do little things to really move us in the path that we are seeking out to walk. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.